I'm out here in Shelby Springs at the site of this Civil War cemetery. I've just discovered here recently that this was a hospital during the Civil War, and it was also a training ground. So I'm out here just trying to see if I can find any ruins of this hospital and maybe do a little looking around in the woods, some metal detecting, and see if I can't find any remnants of this thing. So let me get started. The only thing metal detecting has come up with is beer cans, but my eyeballs found a piece of iron ore slag. So I didn't expect to find slag here, but obviously there was some type of iron process going on here. Maybe they had a little blacksmith here at the training grounds. I don't know. I have to look into that more, but that's cool. Just found it walking along here, protruding out of the ground. But iron ore, the slag is everywhere around here, so it's not surprising. I hadn't had much luck metal detecting. I did find a couple of shell casings, some brass, found a bunch of beer cans. Something about graveyards, there's a lot of alcohol bottles and cans all around the graveyards. I guess people like to go to graveyards and drink, but so I found a lot of bottles, nothing antique, some stuff from the 70s, but walked down out of the graveyard and there were some piles pushed up at the top of the hill, but I kept going past the piles. I thought maybe I'd find some rubble or debris, but I got past all that, and then it came to where it was an obvious roadway, and it's pretty wide here. You can see the banks over there and then the banks over there. It's about 40 feet wide, about the size of your average road. So it appears as you can hear the truck going up the road over there. That's the new road, and this is the old road off this hill here. So I guess it kind of goes up right beside the cemetery up there. So I guess they moved the road over, made a different way up the mountain. So hadn't found much, but I found an old roadway here. I was checking the side of the road for any kind of signs up with the metal detector and came across this twisted old signpost. Probably said slow down. There's a big old hill here. So there's some more metal here. Part of an old guardrail possibly. I was digging here where I found the pole, and I dug up a Miller Lite and a Gatorade bottle. Not sure how old Gatorade bottles are. I think this is probably the 80s. I walked the roadway for a ways, and there's really nothing in the roadway, which makes sense, it's the road. So I moved up to the bank, and I'm kind of walking the high bank along the road, and so I found a little bit older of a Pepsi bottle. It's embossed. I don't think it's real old, but it's the oldest one I've found yet. So I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep walking this high side here and see if I can't find any more glass. I went just a little farther and found a Coke. I don't have my glasses, so I can't tell how old this is either, but old enough to keep. I was interested in this gravestone here. Just trying to see what it said. I don't know if you can read it there. A.B. Holcomb is what it says. And I was looking around trying to figure out, you know, some more signs of A.B. Holcomb. Is he here with his family? And then I find here A.B. Holcomb, Almarine Barber Holcomb. So that's probably his old gravestone, and then they gave him a proper marker. With Mary Holcomb here having her proper marker, all she had was a rock here for a headstone. So I'm not positive exactly where the hospital was. It supposedly was on this site. If anywhere looks like it would have been where it was, it looks like it's right here is the flattest place here. There's they've got a bigger flagpole now, but you got the old flagpole here. Had about a 2-inch pole on it, a little lock. Had a little slide mechanism and a hinge where you could let the flag down, just lower the whole pole, change the flag out. That way people couldn't steal your flag. Can't read what that said. It's got a date there, 35. Anyway, I did find a brick in the woods over here. I can't say for sure that this was from the original building, but it is a really old handmade brick, and so I'm gonna say it was, and I'm gonna take it and label it as such. So this was a hospital, turned over later as a burial ground for unknown soldiers and people that died in the Civil War. So these are all unknown soldiers, just men that came back. Family never got the body back. They just got put in a hole. War is a nasty thing. And I think I figured out, or I know I've figured out why this looks like a road going down through here. And I couldn't figure out why this looked like this. This big lawn going down through here. This is the roadway that I found down there. This is higher up. And this was just on the side of the road here. This was probably a really old road going way back, and they widened it and made it for vehicles. I'm not sure when they made this new road out here, but this road just went out, turned left, and kind of took a different way up the hill. They cut a new road up, so I'm sure I can find out when that was. But I was finding trash from the 70s. I did find some older bottles, but probably sometime in the 70s they made that new road. So this is the old roadway here, and so not much left of the hospital. I may come back again later and do some metal detecting in the woods. I didn't have much time today. This was a training ground during the Civil War, so there was 3,000 acres here of a training ground. So still some places to look at here. You don't have very far to go before you run into houses now, but back then it was just wide open spaces. So that's it for today. Meerkats out.